Good morning, friends. Welcome to the daily, the morning report on the Working Actor NYC. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. Instagram's being a little slow. Come on, Instagram, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, let's clean that up a smidge. There it is. That's better. All right. Coffee, delicious. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Can I tell you about a coaching decision I made yesterday that probably cost me money? It wouldn't probably cost me money. It cost me money, but I think it was the right decision. Good morning. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. It is Thursday, June 9th, and this is your spot for real life stories, strategies, insights to help you build a sustainable, successful acting career. Cowboy up joined, Jacob here, Bryce, welcome. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career today. Let me know where you're coming from too. As a lot of you know, one of the things that I do is I am a coach for actors. I do acting career coaching, and that's yesterday I had a coaching conversation. I had two coaching conversations that couldn't have been more different. And they reminded me that the same advice isn't right for every actor. Every situation is unique. I met with one actor who had been away from acting for a while. They have clear and specific goals as an actor. Oh, as a creator, I should say. They have very clear and specific goals as a creator. But they hadn't been in the acting lane for many years. And they do have a specific goal as a creator, developing a script into a film or TV piece and performing in that. And they have a venue in mind and a creative team in mind. All of that focus is exactly correct. I feel like that is being specific about what you want helps you figure out how to get there, right? And, could I have sold a career coaching? Sure, but I don't think that's what she needs right now. Before you build a career, let's make sure you remember why you love acting, right? And so I wanted to steer her back towards the craft and finding an acting technique class, because specifically that's what she was looking for from coaching, was looking for ways to get back in touch with technique. And that's not my focus. I am interested in helping actors who are already on an acting path shape their career towards what it is that they want to be doing. That's where my strengths lie. That's where I've had success with my clients, my coaching clients. And, if the craft isn't feeling alive to you as an actor, the craft part of it, the actual acting part of it, if that's not feeling alive as an actor, then conversations about visibility and networking and relationships and infrastructure are premature, right? I try to make sure that my coaching clients are focusing on the four things: craft, visibility, relationships, and infrastructure. Those are the four parts of your acting career that need attention all the time. But if there's nothing happening in the craft section, if there hasn't been anything happening in the craft section, if you haven't actually been doing the acting work, which is the fun part, then if you haven't been doing that, for many years, then that's really where you need to start to make sure that before you get a career momentum going, that you make sure that you actually love the actual acting part. The total flip side of that is I have a meeting today with my first meeting with a new client, my first session with a new client. We have met, we have talked about it, we've talked through what their goals for coaching are and all of that sort of thing. But this actor is completely the opposite. They already have experience, they already have great materials, they already have a professional package. And then the question becomes, where do you want to go with your career? How do you want to guide where you go next? And that's where talking about TV and film comes in, because TV and film doesn't happen accidentally for most people, right? For a few lucky people, the industry decides for them that they're going to be in uh, in TV and film. But for most of us, we have to decide first. That's something that we have to aim for, and that sort of focus. Oh, thanks for the likes. I appreciate that, Cookie. Um, that's something that we have to focus our materials towards, and something that we have to aim for. So I'm really excited because I feel as though this particular actor, who, as I say, they already have great materials, a great professional package, um, but it's focused towards being an ensemble member in TV, in musical theater, and they're very talented at that. But we're going to work on moving those materials and that focus and that package towards a TV and film career, because I do think that they have real ability in that area. So it's actually why I created the Wheelhouse Workshop, because not everybody needs the same thing. Everybody needs clarity about what's next. Some people need to fall back in love with the craft. Some need to clarify their wheelhouse. Some need to build relationships. Some need to start focusing on TV and film. And the Wheelhouse Workshop fits into that second category, where we are about clarifying your wheelhouse so that your materials and your focus, your agents, your representatives know that everything is guiding you towards that part of your career where you feel undeniable as an actor. That's exactly what the Wheelhouse Workshop is for. That's coming up on July 25th. You can check that out in the link in my link tree. You'll find all the information about that. Hi, Lean, back again. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know what you're all working on in your acting career. Let me know what do you think you need focus in your acting career right now? And let's talk about it. Let's do some free coaching. uh, Apart from that, the auditions are slow, but I'm focusing on. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I am serving on a committee for the Actor Awards this year. I will be part of the committee that selects who who ends up in the nominations, which is super fun. I am having a good day, Lean. I'm excited because the Emmy. So that means that I've been focusing on what's on TV and what's on film. And I traditionally have been a terrible TV watcher, but I'm starting to get back into it. Hi, Abdullah. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your help and your support. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career. But yeah, I'm on the nominating committee for the Actor Awards this year, so I'll be spending a lot of time watching a lot of TV and film. So I'm super interested to see the Emmy Award nominations that came out. Stranger Things got snubbed. Did y'all see that? Would you act in my indie web series for $100 a day and a big sandwich from Publix? Maybe, I don't know. Send me the script. Send me to my DMs. I'll have a look, see if we can work it out. $100 a day isn't a great is not necessarily a great wage, but I am always open-minded. Oh, Abdullah's not in the field, but I watch a lot of movies. So what's your genre, Abdullah? What do you prefer watching? Are you a romantic comedy kind of person, or are you an action shoot 'em ups, or are you the thriller, the jump scares, the horror? What's your favorite? Uh, I've been watching a lot of comedy on TV, but the funny thing is that I finally got around to watching 28 years later, and I started watching Bone Temple, but I haven't made it through yet. Um, but I've been watching a lot of TV comedy, and I really like. I feel as though because I'm not a very good TV watcher, I find it hard to sit down and actually just watch television. Um, I find that I think I'll just for now I'll just focus on the comedy sides and just see if I can get through a bunch of comedies. I have seen Margot's Got Money Troubles. I've seen Beef. I started watching Big Mistakes, but I did not like it. I noticed that that's been ignored by the Emmy Awards, and I think with good reason. Um, oh, is that controversial? Is that is that a hot take? Am I getting in trouble for feeling that opinion? And I'm a big Dan Levy fan. Like, Schitt's Creek was amazing and wonderful, but Big Mistakes, I just felt like where are the laughs? Uh, I have this thing, I guess. I'm not a big fan. Okay, spicy hot takes incoming. I'm not a big fan of the Housewives franchise, like reality TV that is just unlikable people behaving badly, right? I don't watch that. Um, I like to watch K-pop and movies, but half the movies are Arab. Oh, cool. I don't think I've seen a lot of Arab movies. We don't get a lot of that product here in the US. It's sort of that's a specialty that it would be hard to find, I feel like maybe. Thanks, Jose. Appreciate it. Yeah, I like this color too. Makes me feel awake first thing in the morning. um, but yeah, I feel like yeah, though, like that genre of like watching unlikable people behaving badly is all reality TV is staged, all of it. It's they're definitely going for storylines and trying to create storylines that get people excited, and I just it's not authentic. It just feels like celebrating bad behavior, and I just don't like that. And I have to say that's kind of what I got from Big Mistakes as well. Was that it felt like I was watching, unlikable people behaving badly. But that worked for Schitt's Creek. I mean, I fell in love with those characters, even though they're, intrinsically not necessarily good behaving people. Does that make sense? But I feel like they did make comedy out of it. But Big Mistakes, I was just like, where are the laughs? Where are the actual laughs? Abdullah says, yeah, even most Arab people don't watch Arab movies. Okay. You should listen to Come As You Are by Nirvana. Gosh, I think I haven't listened to that album for many a year. You're taking me back, CR7. But yeah, let me know what TV shows you think I should be watching. I'm way behind on The Bear. I noticed that got nominations. Maybe controversial. Big difference. Schitt's Creek has some of the best comedic actors on the planet, and I agree 100%. Big Mistakes had great comedic actors in it too. I mean, Laurie Metcalf is like, front and center, but I just sort of felt like, where are the jokes? Like, where are the laughs? Um, uh, by contrast, Laurie Metcalf is in Hacks. I have finally caught up with Hacks. Can I tell you the funny part about that? Is that I'm watching season 5 of Hacks thinking, oh, right, there's a season 6. This isn't the end. and wow, they're really making this sort of really final and ultimatum-y, but it's by CR7. Uh, it wasn't until I got to the end of the finale that I realized that that was the finale. That was the series finale, not the season finale. Oh boy, I really messed that up. T wants to know, what advice would you give to your younger self? My younger self, spent a lot of time behaving to protect myself. I didn't have the courage to be authentic. And being my authentic self when I was much younger would have exposed me to danger and violence. Oh, thanks, young Cash Jason. I appreciate it. And I had to get through my teenage years before I could able to start being my authentic self. But the difficulty is that when I started being my authentic self in my late teens and early 20s, I had already practiced being what I thought people wanted me to be so hard that it was very difficult for me to let go of that. And I wish I had just become my authentic self way earlier and spent less time worrying about what other people thought of me. And yeah, T, so uh, I think that there is a case to be made for making sure that you are safe before becoming your authentic self. But then when you are safe, embrace all of who you are. And I pleasing other people does not lead to happiness. Serving other people leads to happiness, but pleasing other people doesn't lead to happiness because it means that you're hiding yourself. That's the difference. So let me know if that makes sense, T. CR7, watch the Vampire Diaries. Dude, you're taking me back. You got all these old school hits over here, CR7. But yeah, I have a lot of TV to watch. Okay, so should I be watching The Pit? Tell me if I should be watching The Pit. Almost everyone I asked said the same things. Thank you a lot, sir. T. You got this, buddy. Keep going. You got this. Um, but make sure you're safe. Yeah, make sure you're safe. That's the main part. Um, so The Pit, I need to be watching. There's a whole lot of comedies that I need to watch. I'm way behind on Stranger Things. And even though it wasn't nominated for any Emmy Awards, I'm probably gonna watch it too because I just really enjoy that genre. That sort of strange, otherworldly uh type of content that makes me happy. I also got to get to the movies. Can I? Okay, here's a confession. I still haven't seen Backrooms. I still haven't seen Obsession. Ooh, I know. I have to get there because I mean, what else is in the zeitgeist, y'all? And we're about to have a huge couple of weekends on at the movie theater with Spider-Man and what's the other one big one? No, the other enormous film that's about to come out. We've got some big products. Toy Story 5 is killing it. And I was just like, I don't know. I enjoyed Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2, but gosh, I haven't seen it since then. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. I will be right back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Let's get into it. And remember, wherever you are in your acting career, you got this. Keep going. All right, friends, I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Come on back for more The Daily from the Working Actor NYC.